Hello students, welcome back. In the last class, what we discussed was the basis or the basic introduction of theoretical distribution, where we said there are two types, discrete and continuous, and we also named what is there in discrete as well as what is there in continuous probability theoretical distributions. Today, we move on to the first type of distribution, that is Bernoulli distribution. Now, as I have already told you, Bernoulli distribution comes under discrete probability distribution. That means there is a specific value assigned to this particular distribution. Let us get to know some more things based on this Bernoulli distribution. Firstly, Bernoulli distribution was given by a person called as James Bernoulli, and this person said that Bernoulli distribution has got only two outcomes. So, Bernoulli distribution has got only two outcomes. Further, he said that these two outcomes are nothing but it will either be a success or it will be a failure. So, remember, Bernoulli distribution has two outcomes, either it is a success or it is a failure. Now remember students, in Bernoulli distribution, success is indicated by the number 1 and failure is indicated by the number 0. Alphabetically, we say success, which I have written numerically as 1, alphabetically we tell it as P, that is nothing but success is denoted by P. Definitely, if success is denoted by P, there should be something which is denoted by a failure as well. So, failure is represented by Q. Now, if I have to give you real life example students, there are a lot of examples which are there for Bernoulli distribution, and a lot of examples come under Bernoulli distribution itself, which has two outcomes. Okay, let us see some of them which I think we can name. Firstly is nothing but, imagine there is a big box and in the big box there are a lot of mangoes. So, the probability that I remove one mango and I see, when I see a mango I will know either it is good or it is bad. That means either a success or a failure. A child is born in the family. Either it will be a male or it will be a female. Success or failure. One outcome and the other outcome. There are only two outcomes. And the most prominent examples which we see in our college life for this one is nothing but the tossing of a unbiased coin. When you toss an unbiased coin, there are only two outcomes in it. Either a head or a tail. Head we tell it as success. If it's a tail, we tell it as failure. So remember, success or failure, 1 or 0, P or Q. Now what is this Q? How is this Q given by? Q is nothing but 1 minus P. That means, say somebody comes and tells you that the probability that it will rain today is 0.3, then the probability that it will not rain today is nothing but 1 minus 0.3, which is 0.7. In this way, this is called as success and this is called as failure. Now remember, every probability distribution, be it discrete or be it continuous, will have something called as a probability mass function and a probability density function. The discrete probability distributions basically have a probability mass function. Now let us see what is the probability mass function for a Bernoulli distribution. We write it as PMF, the probability mass function. Now understand students, the probability mass function defines the Bernoulli distribution, that is nothing but a random variable x, that is capital letter X, will have a certain probability mass function, and that is written in this way. P of capital X is equal to small letter x is equal to probability of x equals to, now we will write the probability mass function. It is nothing but p to the power x into q to the power 1 minus x. Put a semicolon after that, and always students, very important when you write the PMF, once you write the PMF, kindly do not forget to write the range, or else you will not get marks for the exam. And the range for Bernoulli distribution is x is equal to, how many outcomes does Bernoulli distribution have? 2 outcomes. Which are those? 0 and 1. That means the range is also 0, 1. So this becomes the probability mass function, which is nothing but p of x is equal to x equals to p of x, which is nothing but p to the power x into q to the power 1 minus x, comma x is equal to 0, 1. Now remember a few more things in Bernoulli distribution. As I said, it is either success or failure. Bernoulli distribution has only one parameter, and that parameter is p. So remember, Bernoulli distribution has only one parameter, and that is p. And that is why the mean of Bernoulli distribution is given by letter P. Next we have variance. Variance for Bernoulli distribution is given by the formula P into Q. And as usual, we know what is the standard deviation. Standard deviation is nothing but the square root of the variance, which is nothing but square root of P Q. In a nutshell, students, understand Bernoulli distribution is a discrete probability distribution. Every trial is independent here. There are only 2 outcomes, either a success or a failure, which is represented by 1 or 0, alphabetically P and Q, where Q is 1 minus P. The probability mass function is P of x is equal to p to the power x into q to the power 1 minus x, and the range is x is equal to 0 and 1. Mean is the only parameter p. Variance is nothing but p into q. Standard deviation is equal to square root p q. Now based on this entire concept, students, you will at least get a 1 mark question from this chapter or from this aspect for the exam. Let us see 1 or 2 sums based on Bernoulli distribution. Okay students, now let us see some problems based on Bernoulli distribution. Say a question is given to you. A Bernoulli variate follows a probability distribution where P is given to us as 3 by 4. And they have asked, find the mean and the variance. The question is given, the Bernoulli variate where P is equal to 3 by 4, and the question is, find out what is the mean as well as find out what is the variance. Understand students, pretty easy. Just recall what we have learnt before, the properties of Bernoulli distribution. We said that Bernoulli distribution has only one parameter, and which is that? P. So P is equal to 3 by 4. Since it has only one parameter, mean is nothing but mean is equal to P, which is nothing but given to us 3 by 4. So mean we have already found out. Next is nothing but variance. Recall the formula. What's the formula for variance? Yes, variance is equal to P into Q. Now you might be wondering, P is given to me in the question, 3 by 4. Then what will be Q? Q is nothing but, we saw it, Q is nothing but 1 minus P, that is nothing but 1 minus 3 by 4, and after doing the LCM, we get it 4 ones are 4 minus 3 divided by the denominator 4, 1 by 4. So, what will be the variance? Variance will be nothing but P, 3 by 4 into Q, 1 by 4, which is nothing but 3 ones are 3 and 4 fours are 16. Remember students, we are at a very important juncture here. Understand, mean is 3 by 4. Variance is 3 by 16. Which is the bigger one? Which is the smaller one? Definitely mean is bigger and variance is smaller. That means, understand, we can get one conclusion here, that is, remember, in Bernoulli distribution, always and every time mean is greater than variance. Remember, always in a Bernoulli distribution, mean is greater than variance. Let us take another problem now. Say they have given in a Bernoulli distribution, mean is equal to 0.4 and they have given variance is equal to 0.24 and they have asked us write the probability mass function for Bernoulli distribution. Don't panic when you see the question. It is very easy if you know the properties. Let us recall them once again. Mean is equal to 0.4. Bernoulli distribution, mean is nothing but P, which is given 0.4. Immediately next, find out what is Q. What is Q now? Q is equal to 1 minus P, 1 minus 0.4, which is 0.6. So, P is given to us. We also found out Q. Now, what is necessary? It is nothing but we need to find out the probability mass function. Write down the formula for probability mass function. It is nothing but P of capital X is equal to small letter x equals to P of X is equal to, what's the PMF? It is nothing but P to the power X into Q to the power 1 minus X, semicolon, don't forget to write the range, X is equal to 0, 1. Now, finally, you can write the probability mass functions. It is very easy. P of X is equal to, what is the probability we have got? P is 0.4 to the power nothing but X into, what is Q? We have got Q as 0.6 to the power 1 minus X, which follows X is equal to 0, 1. This is all you have to write down. Understand, they will give you mean as well as variance. Don't get confused. You can have other way also of finding out variance. We can write variance is nothing but P into Q. is equal to 0.24 because formula for variance is P into Q. What is P? Mean 0.4 into Q is equal to 0.24. Q is equal to 0.24 divided by 0.4. In this way also, 4 6 are 24. You get the same answer. Q is 0.6. Even here you get Q is equal to 0.6. Not to worry, you can do it either in this way or you can do it in this way. But finally, the probability mass function should be written right. P to the power x into Q to the power 1 minus x. The substitution should be perfect. And finally, students, don't forget to write the range. This is all we have in Bernoulli distribution.